All right, y'all. Welcome back to ZoeRedTV. We finna spark a blunt up, y'all. Today we doing a review of Travis Scott. His spokesperson is gonna do a commentary on what she feels like happened at astroworld. So we're gonna check out and see, what they got to say about that. We're gonna see what she got to say.
Joined now by Stephanie Rawlings Blake. If her name and her face sounds familiar, it's because she's used to dealing with tragedy and controversy. She's a former mayor of Baltimore. She's now serving as Travis Scott's spokesperson. Stephanie, it's good to see you. I'm very sorry it's under these circumstances.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Stephanie sure look finer than Gail. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I just paused it where Stephanie got the lazy eye. You heard me? Stephanie got the lazy eye. She got that tiny Lester going on. You better quit playing with us, Debo.
This story is heartbreaking on so many different levels. You know, there's a lot of finger pointing going on, much of it directed at Travis Scott, in particular from some of the people who were there that night. Can you tell us, when was he aware that this concert had turned into such a tragedy?
So first, thank you for having me, and it is sorry that it's under these circumstances. There's a lot of confusion. As you saw in the clip preceding, it was chaotic. And just like the police officers who were standing in front of the stage with Travis nearly 30 minutes after it was declared a public safety emergency, Travis had no idea what was going on until well later, hours and hours later.
But see, this is the thing, though. Once the concert is done and over with and it's already been declared a national tragedy, why is Travis not in trouble now? Like, why is it not, like, why was it not dealt with then? He was out partying, though. They was out of Dave & Buster's.
How was he notified?
He was notified by his team after the event, after he was already gone from the event. As you saw, there was so much chaos, so much breakdown in the communication, and that's why it was important for me to work to try to help him out. 9 people have lost their lives. Yes. 9 families are grieving, and Gail, I'm a mom. My daughter's gone to one of these big concerts, and I can tell you, I spent 3 sleepless nights every day watching my phone, watching her location, because when you have...
See, this is my thing. Why, as a mother, would you put your daughter in a position that you would spend 3 sleepless nights? Why are these individuals not analyzing this concert and saying that there's all type of devil-worshiping symbology going on here? There's all type of erratic behavior. The person on top of the concert and that's up there singing is acting erratic. Why the fuck would you allow your child to go there? This is bad parenting.
Crowds of 50,000 people, anything can happen. And while a lot of people...
And let's just say this. Who the fuck think they dumbass to a crowded concert with 50,000 people in the middle of the pandemic? That was just dummy. That was retarded.
People are trying to place the blame. Travis is taking responsibility for moving forward and trying to make sure this never happens again to anyone's child.
Yeah.
This has already happened again. P. Diddy had a similar case at a college where all type of children were murdered because of lack of due diligence. Because of lack of due diligence on the safety behalf. These artists are not doing their due diligence, and they are intentionally harming the public. They're intentionally putting your children at risk.
There are reports that he had gone to Dave & Buster's and was partying. I think it's important to point out that when he was at Dave & Buster's, he couldn't possibly have known that this had devolved into what it had become.
No, absolutely not. He was there trying to regroup with his team. They were trying to figure out what was going on. It was hours and hours after the concert when they actually found out the tragedy, how the tragedy unfolded. And he has not stopped grieving for these families. He knows that he is who he is because of his fans. His love for his fans is so deep. I was struck when I was speaking to him how deeply he was hurting because of what happened to the people he loves and in the city that he loves.
Yeah, I heard you say that he's taken responsibility. What do you mean by that? And he wants to make sure this doesn't happen again. What do you mean?
When I
No. See, any person who is an event planner, they have already seen several instances where this has happened in history. So it should be standard industry practices for these individuals to already make preparations in case something like this happens. And then how she is saying that Travis Scott was totally unaware. How could this man be unaware when there are people standing on top of emergency vehicles? Like, that's just that's unrealistic, sir. Come on, man. You gonna tell me he didn't see somebody dancing on top of an ambulance?
Say responsibility, someone has to say, where are the breakdowns? Where was the communication breakdown? Where was the public safety breakdown? I mean, this notion that Travis had the ability to stop the concert is ludicrous. They have a 59-page operations plan, and it clearly says the only two people that are have the authority to stop the concert were the executive producer and the concert producer. He was not responsible for this, but he wants to be responsible for the solution. And I'm here to make sure that we can connect the dots and to make sure that this tragedy, that there's a lesson out of this tragedy and something like this doesn't happen again.
You know,
It should be a big lesson out of this tragedy, that we need to start holding these celebrity people accountable, and the non-celebrities as well that are around these people, because we keep allowing non-celebrity people around R. Kelly, around Kobe Bryant, and around Michael Vick, DMX, so that way these individuals get away with shit right along with the celebrity. The same way 6ix9ine was operating with impunity and telling on people now he free. We gotta quit letting these criminals free.
you pointed out there is video of police officers in front of the stage. They actually seem to be enjoying the concert. They were seem to be singing along and videotaping, and they're right in front of Travis at the time. So they didn't appear to be aware of it. Certainly Travis didn't appear to be aware of it. Did Travis Scott and his team have any conversations with officials before about safety at this event?
Yes, his team is always concerned about safety. He does not hide from the fact that in the past he has made mistakes, but one thing he said to me, and he looked me in his eye.
Now, the past mistakes that she's referring to is Travis standing on stage and inciting a whole concert full of people to attack one individual or a group of individuals. This individual has made several instances in this regard. He done made several attempts in this regard. Like I said, this person is not a good guy.
In my eyes, and said that he's learned from that, and that's why he takes safety so seriously. He stopped when he saw that something was amiss. He couldn't tell what it was, but he's so concerned about his fans. So he stopped. In the video show, he stopped multiple times to try to get a sense.
So if he had to stop multiple times, why did he not already have somebody that could relate to him and tell him what's going on? At any given moment, I mean, I'm sure the concert had several songs. Why after a song did he not say, if he was so concerned, why did he not say, hey, so what was that going on? What's transpiring out here, man? Travis was well aware of what's going on here. And so is his team. And again, we have paused her at a moment where one of them fake eyelashes done weighed down one eye and the other one. She got to realize she got one eyelash that ain't as strong as the other, and she out here looking like Debo, one eye closed, one eye open.
Of what was going on. And just like those police officers that were standing in front of the stage, he could not tell what was going on.
Has he reached out to any of the families, Stephanie?
Oh, absolutely. First, I want to say that we're respectful. He's very respectful of their need for privacy and space as they grieve, but he's reached out to all of the families. I've reached out to the latest unfortunate victim to let them know that.
Another thing too, as serious as a situation this is, do you not find it funny that this woman keeps like stuttering across her words and is very nervous in the way that she is wording things because she keeps saying I or we, what she or Travis did? Travis ain't been allowed to reach out to them people. Travis ain't talking to those people.
In their time, he's there. He's here to help if they want it.
All right, Stephanie Rawlings Blake, thank you for taking the time to speak with us this morning. Thank you.
My pleasure.
All right, y'all. I think this is definitely Travis and his team's fault. I would not trust sending your children off to a Travis concert whatsoever. This has been another episode of ZoeRedTV. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope that y'all got high. See y'all next time.